this off. Okay. So what happened is, when I first routed this game, when I did 100%, I probably wasn't as thorough as I should have been with some of the retreat skips, and after a while I just defaulted to a list that someone posted on SDA, and of course that list is incomplete. And in fact, I was screwing around in Out of Bounds Aqua Rock and accidentally skipped a bunch of the dungeon. Not a lot, but enough to justify a retreat walk, I think. What probably happened when I was originally testing this was that this door that I want to hit is actually surrounded by a cluster of other doors. Some of them take you out, some of them don't skip anything, some of them are a complete waste of time, and it's actually quite difficult to hit. I've worked out a semi-consistent way of doing it, and I'm just keeping the lure script on more to show people the coordinates of the door rather than as any kind of guide. So before I do that, let's jump to here. I found that you can do it from this position. I'm not sure where else you can do it from, because loading into Out of Bounds can be different depending on where you actually save it. That's got to do with triggering certain flags or not. So I'll try it from here. I think this should be okay. Oh, incidentally, let's see what happens when we use Retreat Chest on this Synergy Stone. We get garbage and a question mark, and more garbage, and more garbage, and more garbage, and yeah, it's yeah, so that's kind of fucked up. Oh yeah, anyway. So this is done after a hard reset. Again, not quite sure if a soft reset is good enough, but it should be. So first of all, we need to find ourselves, and that might be tricky. It doesn't look like we can find ourselves from here. Yeah, we can't find ourselves from here. Okay, so I'll just go back to where I was before. So we need to hop over here. What I was originally testing was to see if this loaded you back into this room after you did a hard reset, and then I thought you might be able to run along the track. Okay, so we can get out of bounds here, and with a bit of maneuvering, we can find ourselves. Hold on, I'm on the wrong side. I need to come back from this side. There we are. Hi, so here's Felix. We found him. Now if we align ourselves exactly on this corner, if you're slightly off, like if you're here for instance, you're gonna hit the wrong door. If you're here, no, if you're here you get stuck. Here you hit the, no, wrong door, stuck, right door, dunno. So right here we'll do it, and we'll run off into space. What we're looking for is 41,255. So you get stuck here. So that's something we'll have to learn how to time, but we can do it with Lumber Fortress, no reason we can't do it here. So now we need to come up and left for a bit, and we get stuck again. Go right one, and then up. And that lets us know we've done it right, and that skips us to here. Which actually skips quite a bit of the early game of this dungeon. And and voila, now we're in the next part of the dungeon, which is pretty cool. It's plausible I might find a skip over to here. I'm not quite sure. So if anyone's wondering, what does that skip? Well, basically it skips this. Crap, we don't want to go that way. It skips this, so we'd have to come around here. Keep in mind that in either case you'll be getting encounters. So you have to come around here. Do this silly puzzle. So it actually skips quite a bit of this puzzle stuff. It might not save a ton of time, but when it's plausible that Piers is quite low on PP anyway. These 3 frosts here can be a real pain, so you'd skip these 3 frosts, which is a good thing. Come on. Can't be bothered waiting. Yep, and then you come into this room. And now we're where the skip has taken us. So it should be quite easy to see that the skip takes a lot less time than that, and it will overall have less encounters than the longer way. And so that's the first Aqua skip that I found. Just as an illustration of how difficult this door is to hit, here's a save which is right next to the door. Like if I step 1 foot up, I hit there. So if you go 1 left and muck around a bit, you end up here, which actually hasn't skipped anything. If we go this way, it's not so bad. We can come out this side and we're basically there. Go this side, you're at the start. So that kind of illustrates just how hard it is to hit this door. But like I said, there is a consistent way of doing it. One more time, up and right until you can't move anymore, which is difficult to tell, but we'll work it out eventually. And then up and left, and then right 1 and up. If you don't skip, just keep going right. Well, I fucked that up. Let's try it again. Up and right. This will take some practice. Like I said, I just found it. Up and left. There we go. And that's how we do it. It's gonna be a bitch to do in a run, and I guarantee it the first time we try it, it's gonna not work. But it's there. There's a bunch of other possibilities. I found this door also underneath this room, so by that I mean I found it over down here, out of bounds somewhere, so there may be an easy way to hit it. I'll keep looking for doors, but for now that's pretty much all I wanted to stream, so whoever's interested in this can look